What if everything you think you know about death is wrong? From the moment your heart stops beating, an extraordinary and unknown process begins, one that might defy everything you've ever imagined. Scientifically, we understand how the body starts to break down, but there are reports of people seeing bright lights, feeling peace, or even being aware after death. These near-death experiences leave us with more questions than answers. What really happens in those first moments? And could consciousness somehow survive death, even for a few minutes? The truth is, death is far more complex than just the end of life. Your body transforms in surprising ways, and science is still racing to understand the mysteries of what comes next. Could the energy inside you live on? Are there traces of awareness that remain even after your brain stops working? The more we learn about death, the more shocking and puzzling the answers become. Let's explore what really happens when life as we know it comes to an end. This might just change the way you see everything. The body's process. When a person dies, the body undergoes a series of changes that occur in stages. In the first few minutes, something called clinical death happens. This is when the heart stops beating, blood stops circulating, and the organs begin to lose their function. Oxygen no longer reaches the brain, and within 4 to 6 minutes, the Braylin cells begin to die. During this time, people can sometimes be revived through resuscitation if the right medical procedures are applied, but if no intervention happens, the body continues shutting down. After clinical death comes biological death, where the body's cells begin to break down. Without oxygen, the body starts the process of decomposition, where enzymes in the body begin to digest tissues. Blood settles in the lower parts of the body, creating what is known as livor mortis, and within a few hours, the body stiffens in a condition called rigor mortis. Eventually, the body will decompose completely if left in natural conditions. The brain's last moments. When a person comes close to death or is revived after being clinically dead, they sometimes share remarkable experiences known as near-death experiences, NDEs. These can range from seeing a bright, blinding light to feeling an overwhelming sense of calm or peace. Some even report watching their life flash before their eyes, almost like a movie. While these stories are deeply moving, science has been working to uncover what might be happening inside the brain during these moments. Many scientists believe that these experiences aren't spiritual or mystical, but rather a result of the brain's natural processes as it begins to shut down. When the heart stops pumping, the brain is suddenly deprived of oxygen, and that's when the body's emergency systems kick in. Studies suggest that in these final moments, the brain releases a surge of chemicals, such as endorphins, which can create a sense of euphoria and calm. This might explain why people feel peaceful during NDEs. Meanwhile, the bright light some describe may be caused by a drop in blood flow to the eyes, leading to tunnel vision. Though we don't fully understand everything that happens at the edge of death, these scientific theories offer a glimpse into the complex and fascinating brain activity in its last moments. Is there consciousness after death? One of the most intriguing and debated questions about death is whether consciousness continues after the body shuts down. From a scientific standpoint, the brain plays a central role in everything that makes us conscious, our thoughts, memories, and awareness. When the heart stops beating, oxygen is no longer delivered to the brain, causing brain cells to begin dying within minutes. As the brain activity fades, the scientific consensus is that consciousness, as we experience it, also fades. In this view, when brain function ceases entirely, so does the individual's awareness. However, this doesn't fully close the debate, as consciousness remains a profound and poorly understood phenomenon, even in life. Recent studies have raised questions about whether consciousness might briefly persist after clinical death. For example, a study led by Dr. Sam Parnia in 2014 examined people who were resuscitated after cardiac arrest and found that some reported being aware of events happening around them, even after their hearts had stopped. These individuals described hearing conversations or seeing things from a perspective outside their bodies. While their experiences are difficult to verify scientifically, this research has sparked further investigation into whether consciousness can linger for a short period after death. Though heavily debated, this topic opens up new possibilities in our understanding of the human mind and what may happen in the moments following death. What we still don't know. Despite the extensive knowledge we have gained about the human body and brain, death remains shrouded in mystery. One of the most profound questions we grapple with is what happens to consciousness when the body dies. While we understand the physiological processes of dying, the heart stopping, the brain shutting down, and the body undergoing decomposition, we are still unsure about what happens to our awareness or if it continues in any form after death. This uncertainty fuels both scientific inquiry and philosophical debate. Many people turn to spirituality or religion for answers, seeking comfort in the belief that death is not the end, but a transition to another existence. Various cultures and traditions offer different perspectives, from reincarnation to an afterlife in heaven or hell. On the other hand, some individuals adopt a scientific viewpoint, believing that once the brain ceases to function, consciousness ends along with it. This view asserts that our thoughts, emotions, and identities are tied to our physical bodies, making death the definitive end of personal experience. What is clear is that death is a natural and inevitable part of life. While it can provoke fear, sadness, and existential questions, it also serves as a poignant reminder of life's fragility and beauty. The uncertainty surrounding death invites us to cherish our moments and connections with others. Whether we perceive death as a doorway to another realm or simply as the conclusion of our earthly journey, it remains one of the most profound mysteries that humanity continues to explore. As we delve deeper into the realms of science, philosophy, and spirituality, we may uncover new insights that could eventually shed light on the enigma of what lies beyond. So what happens when we die? Science tells us about the body's process, the shutting down of the brain, and the changes in energy. But as far as what happens to our consciousness, it's still one of life's greatest unknowns. Maybe one day we'll have clearer answers, but for now, death remains a mystery that no one has fully solved. What do you believe happens after death? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this exploration intriguing, don't forget to like this video, share it with others, and subscribe for more insightful content.